Hey folks, Damien Milo here for another one of our monthly video newsletters. We've been getting some really good feedback on these and people seem to enjoy the video format as opposed to the typed format, so we're going to stick with them for now. This month we have something very different for you. The young lady standing beside me is Sally from Twisted Connector. She's all about connecting people, how to connect and that sort of really cool stuff. So we're just going to spend a couple minutes chatting with Sal. She's going to tell you about connections, how that works and how to get connected.
Fantastic,
So,
thank you.
Let's play.
Let's play. For me, the power is in the connections that you have. What I find and tell lots of people is that you're only ever one connection away from the person that you need. So think about who would make the most significant difference for your business or to your business or to your life. And then sort of think, okay, how can I be connected to them? What I find talking to most people is that they are only ever that one connection away from the person that they need, whether it's an actual person or a person with the skills that they're actually looking for. But most people don't really know who they actually know. In actual fact, when you ask people how many people do you know, they usually say they only know 100 to 200 people. The reality of that is that an 18-year-old knows over 1,000 people. This is usually where most people then roll their eyes because they go, that's not me. I take people through a process of how to actually define their network, so who they really do have at their fingertips, so they can tap into that gold mine that sits within their connection base. 87% of actual business can be tapped into within your connection base, but people don't take the time to find out who they actually know. Now, I know everybody has a lot more connections than they actually think. The process that we take people through, I did with my 5.5-year-old son, and at that time he had 465 connections within his network. So he has a ready-made database or list of connections where he can go to talk to people about what it is that he's passionate about, which is obviously what we're talking to people about today. What is it that you're passionate about, and who can you talk to within your connection base that can assist you with that, or that has a similar like-mindedness to you that you can actually create joint ventures, etc. with. So the key thing is to define your network. Who do you actually really have within your network? Then look at where you have similarities, so where is the passion similar, or where do you have passions that could collaborate, where you can actually effectively help each other, add value to each other and build each other's business. You also can define knowledge sources, so if you come up against a problem, if it's somebody that's starting a business where you specialise, or they're needing the next level, or they're needing specialised accounting, who do they know that's got the knowledge sources, or who do they know that they know somebody that they could access that knowledge or information. When you take the time to go through the process of defining who you actually have within your connection base, you then know who you need to be going to first, so it actually helps to form the strategy, why you need to talk to them, so what's the story that is relevant to you but also very relevant to them, when you need to do it, and if the market then changes, you then know who, again, within your connection base is the next people or groups of people that you need to be talking to.
So essentially what you're doing is actually showing people that are running out there doing all this networking why they're actually doing the networking and how to make the most out of the network that they have.
Already. Most people's first activity that they do is go to a networking event and effectively business card. Cold calling. What we're doing is saying to people, step back from doing that. I absolutely agree you need to be doing that and you need to have a process around that. But what we actually teach people is, hey, there's people you already know that you've already got some form of rapport with. So instead of going cold contact with a business card where it's cold rapport and you're having to build that friendship process, go through and define who you actually know, even if it's only briefly. There's 4 levels to connecting. So let's have a look at, instead of the cold connections, who do you know briefly, who's an advanced connection or who's perhaps a key connection, and define and work out who they are so you know who to be going to from a strategic process. And then you can work out who become key contacts for you, so who become your raving fans and who start to tell your story for you. So you're creating maximum leverage through people that you already know. They love, like and respect you.
Yeah.
So you've got that commonality
So it's a
there.
lot better. All right, so for people to get more info on Connection and how to connect and all the rest of it, where's the best way to find that sort of info out on your website?
On the website, so go to twistedconnector.com. We do have an education section, we have a product section, and we have a collaboration section, which people can find out through the website. And of course, they can contact me via email if they want to know more at sally@twistedconnector.com.
Cool.
Thank you.
There you have it, folks. A little lesson on connections. Once again, if you do need any more info and you can't get hold of Sally, just drop me out an email. We'll give you a hand. That's just about it for this month. The only other thing is quite a few people have found out about some events that we're running later on at the month and have been asking about those. They've found them through Eventbrite. These are an event we're running called Your Business, Your Brand, and we're spending a full day running the seminars all the way around Australia and New Zealand, showing people, what is your brand, how do you develop your brand, how do you build brand awareness, and then how do you monetize your brand. So these are very popular. This is we're now running these on a regular basis because they are so popular. So what we'll do is we'll pop out some links. You can check them out, and we'd love to see you along at one of the seminars. So for now, though, that's this month done and dusted. Have a great month, and don't forget, if you do have any questions, just give us a holler.
Have fun.
Thank you.
See ya.